Hey guys, welcome to the Simplify Your Life podcast. It's Coach Simona and I'm glad you decided to tune in. What's up everyone? In today's podcast episode, we're going to talk about how to stay awake after no sleep. And I will share with you 10 tips that will help you make the most out of feeling sleepy during the day. Now let's jump right into it. My first tip is to slow down. That's maybe a bit unusual tip, but I want to kick off this list with the thing that has helped me the most as a person who has struggled with insomnia, panic attacks, and severe anxiety throughout my teenage years. When you haven't slept at all, or you've had only a few hours of sleep, it's essential to be careful with the way you handle things. By slowing down, you will make it easier to execute on the basic tasks that you usually do on autopilot. Let me give you an example. When you've had enough sleep, you don't really think when you're crossing the street. You're probably listening to a podcast or talking to someone. But when you've had little to no sleep the night before, it's important to slow down, pay attention to your surroundings, and take care of yourself. Focus on the basics today. You have a limited amount of energy, so it's crucial to think twice before reacting. Slow down, take deep breaths as much as you can, and make sure to take good care of yourself, which actually leads me to my next point. Drink water. We all know drinking water is important, but when you haven't had a good night's sleep, it's essential to make sure to drink 2 liters of water, which is about 8 8-ounce glasses. How do you do that? Make sure to have a water bottle on your desk to minimize the friction of getting up to drink. If you had a sleepless night, chances are you're going to feel pretty lazy, and drinking water is not the most exciting thing in the world, so make it at least easy. Tip number 3. Drink coffee or green tea. If you're a fan of caffeine, you will love this one, and if you're not, skip on to the next tip. Now, I have a few things to say about coffee and green tea. While I find them absolute lifesavers when it comes to staying alert and not falling asleep on your desk, I still need to share my personal experience with drinking coffee in the afternoon. While 2 or 3 cups of coffee per day will probably not interfere with your bedtime routine, anything more than 3 may turn out to be a bad idea. The same goes for drinking coffee after 4 or 5 p.m. It takes around 4 to 6 hours to flush caffeine out of your body, so if you don't want to repeat that sleepless night, it's better to have your last cup of coffee by 4 p.m. Of course, that doesn't apply to everyone. There are these miraculous people, such as my husband, who can drink coffee right before going to bed at night and not let it interfere with his sleep at all. So if you're one of them, congratulations, and I'm officially jealous. My next tip is to avoid refined sugar. You're not gonna like this one. In fact, when I'm cranky and I haven't slept well, I don't like it either. But the thing about sugary food is it gives you such a wonderful quick boost, but after its effect wears off, you get into a slump. And the slump is a place you really don't want to be after a sleepless night. So that leads me directly to tip number 5. Eat energy-boosting snacks. Let me give you a few examples of those miracle workers after a night of no sleep. Plus, they're easy to get and don't require a lot of cooking. Bananas, apples, oranges, berries, yogurt, cereal, almonds, walnuts, and eggs. Your body's going to need a lot of support today, so make sure to avoid junk food as much as possible. If you crave something salty, instead of going for chips, try mixing in a cup of water the following 3 ingredients: a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, half a lemon, and a little bit of Himalayan salt. This will instantly wake you up, and it will also help increase your metabolism and reduce water retention. Tip number 6 is to move your body. Let's not kid ourselves. If you haven't slept well and you're not a sporty person, there is no way you're going to exercise today. So let's go back to the basics. Take a walk outside. Get some sun exposure if possible, or at least stand up from your desk any chance you get. Stretch, do some light yoga exercises, and don't sit in one place for more than 45 minutes. Moving your body will help you feel a bit better physically, and your mood will improve as well. My next tip is to rest your eyes. I can't stress enough how important this tip is. If you want to survive a whole day at work after no sleep, you need to give your eyes a break. While it may be unrealistic to tell you to get up every 20 minutes or so, or close them as often as you can, there is a quick eye exercise I can give you, recommended by the American Optometric Association. It's called the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, stare at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. I'll repeat that again. Every 20 minutes, stare at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. I actually tried it today for the first time, and I think it helped with my eye strain. My 8th tip is to listen to music. You would be surprised what music can do to your brain. Research has shown that listening to music can reduce anxiety, blood pressure, and pain, as well as improve sleep quality, mood, mental alertness, and memory. So, when you're in a slump throughout the day, just pop on some of your favorite music, or explore some new playlists on Spotify. The act of exploration will also provide you with a sense of excitement and curiosity. Tip number 9 is to keep your brain stimulated. And no, I don't mean you should binge watch your favorite show. Try to involve yourself in something that really piques your interest. An engaging talk with a colleague, planning for your next exciting trip, or trying out something new to eat or drink. Focus on things that excite you and you're looking forward to. Reach out to friends you like to grab dinner with on the weekend, or research an interesting movie you could watch once you get back home. That will help you shift your mindset and have more energy to tackle the rest of the day. And my last tip is to be kind to yourself. We often manage to be kind to others when they're in a tough situation, but we're not very compassionate when it comes to accepting ourselves. You may be criticizing yourself for staying up too late last night, or being too critical over that tiny argument that actually turned out into a big fight and you couldn't fall asleep afterwards. Or maybe you're overthinking the nightmares you had last night, which, by the way, if you're struggling with, check out episode 29 on how to go back to sleep after a nightmare. I will link it below. No matter what happened last night, what you did or didn't do, it doesn't matter right now. Today is a bright new day. Well, maybe not the brightest, but you'll get through it. And it's going to be okay. I can promise you that. Please let me know in the comments below which one of these tips resonated with you the most. As always, thanks for listening. If you found this episode helpful, please like it. And subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss out on my weekly podcast episodes. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you in the next one.